Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning everyone. So today we are going to have only 1 hour for our class. So maybe saya boleh pergi kepada exercise 4.1 only, and then we will do exercise 4.2 maybe on Wednesday. Okay. So we have reached our final chapter in this topic, in this subject, which is the chapter 4 multiple integral. So 4.1 ni adalah berkenaan polar coordinate, okay, which is area in polar coordinate. Okay, let's look into exercise 4.1 number 1. Find the area of the region enclosed by the Ross curve r equals to 4 cos 3 theta. Okay, so it asks you to find the area. So actually the area, okay, it has a formula to it, which is 1/2 alpha to beta. Alpha to beta is the angle, okay, comprises the angle in which you want to search the area for. So this is r squared d theta. So r squared is the function of your r, okay, function r yang ada kat sini lah. So maksudnya kat sini kita nak, okay, now you have to find the alpha and beta. Okay, so kalau you nak lukis yang ini, okay, ramai yang tanya saya masuk ke tak chapter 1 and 2. Actually yang masuknya cumalah sketching, okay, because sketching we will use up until chapter 4 ni untuk menentukan area-area seperti contoh yang soalan ni lah, okay. So sketching tu perlu This is a Ross curve, 3 saja kan. Means petal je 3 because it's odd, okay. So since it's cos, so kalau lukis dia akan jadi macam ni. Okay, contoh dia ada 3 petals dan bentuk dia macam tu. So sekarang awak ada beberapa cara untuk menentukan the alpha and the beta. Okay, yang first awak boleh ambil, katalah sini alpha, sini beta awak. And then awak ambil first petal only, but then the question asks you to find all the area kan, not only the first petal. So if the question asks you to find all the area, then if you use this way, then you have to times 3. Okay. Atau lagi senang, saya nak ambil daripada kosong. So alpha saya adalah kosong kat sini. So alpha equals to 0. And then bila alpha equals to 0, awak kena darab berapa? So bila alpha equals to 0, bawah ni saya tak kira kan. Okay, area yang tercover hanyalah atas yang ini. Tapi remember, each petals adalah symmetry, bentuk dia sama. Okay, the size must be the same. Okay, so kalau saya ambil separuh ke atas ini saja, if I take only the half of the upper one, upper petal, so saya kena darab 1, 2, ni pun ada half lagi kan, 3, 4, this one pun ada half, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can choose to take 0 to beta, 4 cos 3 theta squared d theta, in which yang ini semua saya kena darab 6. Because this one is only half petal, this one is for 1 petal. Okay, faham Okay, so beta kita, so beta ni awak kena you have to make your r equals to 0. So if r equals to 0, then I will have 4 cos 3 theta equals to 0, which is cos 3 theta equals to 0, which is 3 theta equals to arc cos 0. So arc cos 0, you tekan calculator, you akan dapat pi over 2. So your theta will be equals to pi over 2 times 3. Sebab ni ada 3 kan, bila darab awak ke sebelah jadi bahagi, so you akan dapat pi over 6. So actually this beta is equals to pi over 6. Okay, so what you want to calculate the area is actually 1/2 times 6. Okay, saya bawa terus ke depan. And it is from 0 until pi over 6. Okay, saya buka kurungan kuasa 2, which is 16 cos squared 3 theta d theta. This is what we want to integrate. Okay, you do one by one lah, buat satu persatu. Okay, remember one more thing. When you want to open the bracket, the square for this one, only the cos and the constant that you square, not the 3 theta, not the argument of the cos, not the term for the trigo. Kalau 3 theta, remember macam saya kata, sampai hujung pun dia mestilah 3 theta saja. Okay, dia hanya berubah, it will only be changed if you do some identity operation saja. Okay, identity operation saja. Selain daripada operasi identity, maksudnya kuasa 2 ke tambah tolak, dia tak akan berubah. Faham ya? So I'll say this a lot of time, but still students make mistake. Okay, because this is orang kata very crucial lah, benda yang sangat simple tapi masih juga berlaku kesalahan kat situ. Okay, so you calculate 16 boleh darab dengan 3 dapat 48. Okay, how to integrate the cos squared? Okay, you will use this formula to integrate cos squared. Cos squared theta is actually 1 plus cos 2 theta over 2. Okay, cos squared theta is equals to 1 plus cos 2 theta over 2. So, awak tengok kat sini, ini adalah identity. Okay, so operasi identity saja yang membuatkan awak punya theta tu bertukar. So, kalau kat sini theta, yang ini akan jadi 2 theta. Okay, selain daripada operasi identity, so this is identity. Selain daripada operasi identity trigo, your term cannot be changed, okay? The term for the trigo cannot be changed, okay? So, akan dapatlah 1 tambah cos. Kalau theta jadi 2 theta, means the 3 theta will become 6 theta. It's times 2. Okay, dia darab 2 over 2. Cuma yang kat bawah ni memang 2 saja sebab it's constant. Okay, it's constant. Di theta. So again, yang ini dengan ni boleh potong. 24. Then you can integrate. What you want to integrate is actually 1 plus cos 6 theta. Integrate 1 terhadap theta dapatlah theta. Integrate cos. Integrate cos bukan dapat negatif tau. Kalau differentiate cos baru dapat negative sign. Okay, integrate cos akan dapat positive sign. It's vice versa. So sin 6 theta over 6. Jangan lupa yang kali bagi theta tu dia mesti turun ke bawah. Divide. For integrate. Kalau differentiate dia akan ke depan. Kalau integrate dia akan ke bawah. Itu saja beza dia. So from 0 until pi over 6. Then you can substitute the value. Pi over 6 plus, okay, ni sin 6 darab pi per 6. So tolak, masuk kosong dapat kosong lah. Tambah sin kosong per 6. So actually this one will get 0. This one also you get 0. Okay, because this one, yang ini dia akan dapat sin pi saja. Sebab 6 dengan 6 ni boleh potong kan. Okay, you can cut out. So it becomes sin pi which is equals to 0. So what's left is 24 times pi over 6 which is 4 pi. Okay. So step dia sama saja untuk yang lain. Cuma maybe you have to remember the identity. Okay, you have to know integrate the integration what we will have. Okay, sebab saya tengok awak punya kelemahan ni memang pada differentiation and integration. Okay, that one you have to look back lah. Don't give up, okay? Okay, let's look into question number 2. Find the area of the cardioid. Okay, cardioid R equals to 1 minus cos theta in the second and fourth quadrant. Okay, so sekali lagi, yang ini awak tak payah lukis pun tak apa. Awak tak payah lukis pun tak apa. Kenapa? Okay, sebab bila dia kata second quadrant tu confirm kat sini, fourth quadrant tu confirm kat sini. And then second quadrant tu dia adalah confirm daripada pi over 2 hingga pi. While the fourth quadrant is from 3 pi over 2 until 2 pi. Okay, itu saja. So awak tak perlu nak lukis untuk cari dia punya daripada mana ke mana tu nak darab berapa apa semua tu. Okay, this one kalau you tak lukis, you tak tahu dia kena darab berapa. Okay, unless you boleh imagine lah benda ni. Dia tak tahu pun dia kena darab 3 ke, kena darab 6 ke. Okay, unless you can imagine. Kalau tak, lukis sahajalah Okay, so if I try to sketch, so it is actually a quadrant on the x negative kan. So cos tu adalah x negatif lah. So maksudnya dia akan mengalir ke negatif x kat sini. So yang hujung ni adalah negatif 2. Kenapa negatif 2? Sebab 1 tambah 1 adalah 2 kan. So tapi belah negatif means negatif 2. Atasnya adalah 1, bawahnya adalah negatif 1. Okay. So the question asks you to find this area as well as this area. Area yang besar dan area yang kecil. Okay, so for second quadrant, kita cari second quadrant first. Maksudnya saya perlu cari A equals 1 over 2, R is from pi over 2 until pi, 1 minus cos theta squared d theta. So ini Okay, sebelum you integrate, before you integrate, please open the bracket first. You have square sana kan? You have 1 minus cos square. So open the bracket, you will have 1 minus 2 cos theta plus cos squared theta. Okay, d theta. Okay, and then again, before you integrate, ada ke cos kuasa 2 theta kan? Which is you have to transform into identity. Yang ini, you tak boleh nak direct integrate tau. Okay, jangan direct integrate. You have to use identity. Okay. So 1 minus 2 cos theta, then the identity is 1 plus cos 2 theta over 2. Yang ni tadi ni. Yang ni. Okay. Okay, and then you try lah calculate. Kalau boleh kumpulkan constant. Okay. Remember this one you belum integrate lagi. Selagi you belum integrate, you tulis yang integral ni. Okay, tulis dia. Means you have not integrated yet. Okay. So we want to integrate, dia akan dapat 3/2 theta. Okay, integrate cos dapat sin kan. So tolak 2 sin theta plus sin 2 theta. 2 kena turun bawah. So 2 darab 2 dapatlah 4 2 times 2 will be 4. So up until this part, you only substitute the value of pi and pi over 2 into the equation. Okay, and then sin pi is equal to 0. Sin 2 pi is also equal to 0. This one also equals to 0. Only this one will be equals to 1, okay? So we'll have 1 over 2 times 3 pi over 2 minus 3 pi over 4 plus 2. Okay. So you have 1 over 2 times 3 pi over 4 plus 2, which is 3 pi over 8 plus 1. Okay, and then you try for fourth quadrant. The same thing, okay. However, the angle now is become from 3 pi over 2 until 2 pi. It is still 1 minus cos theta squared d theta. So you may try for this one, okay?
Madam.
Ya. Yeah.
Saya nak tanya yang nombor 1 tu kan, soalan nombor 1 tu. Kan cos 6 theta per over 6, tak payah darab 2 ke? Yang
mana? Okay, which one? The cos 6 theta over?
Yang 24 bracket theta plus 6 sin 6 theta over 6. Tak payah darab 12, tak payah darab 2 ke jadi 12?
Kenapa nak darab 2?
Sebab difference integrate 6 turun bawah lepas tu times 2.
Oh, tapi 2 ni saya dah potong dengan 48 ni sebab tu dia jadi 24.
Okay.
Ha.
Sorry.
Kalau tak memang kena 2 jadi 12 tapi kat sini masih 48.
Okay.
Okay.
Perasan. Okay. Thank you, Adam.
Okay, you may try for question 2, the fourth quadrant. Now we move into question number 3. Find the area of the region inside the quadrant and outside the circle. So this one you have to sketch. Okay, sebab awak nak tahu yang mana satu kat luar, yang mana satu kat dalam. Dia akan jadi, it will be the outside minus the inside. Okay, the outside minus the inside lah for this type of question. So you have a quadrant. And then you have a circle. Okay, and then it is inside this one and outside this one. Tu kan? Macam saya baca tu dulu. Inside quadrant, outside circle. Okay, so let's sketch. The quadrant is on x-axis, which is the positive x-axis. So dia belah sini dia menghadap. So 2 tambah 2, which is 4. So this is 2, this is negative 2. And then the circle is on center 0, 0. Okay, but then the radius is 3. Now you see here, yang hujung quadrant kat sini adalah 4. So circle tu dia mestilah 3 kat dalam. Tetapi quadrant tu atas bawah, on the y-axis, atas dia adalah 2, bawah dia adalah negatif 2. So circle tu mestilah lebih atas dan lebih bawah sebab dia 3 kan. So pendek kata contoh seperti inilah circle dia contoh walaupun nampak tak macam circle sangat. Okay, faham kenapa dia atas, yang ni pula dekat depan, belah kanan dia kat dalam, but then upper is yang on the y-axis it's upper, on the negative y-axis it's below. Okay, but then on the positive x-axis it is inside of the quadrant. Okay, so the one that the questions one actually is inside quadrant, outside circle. So this one lah. Okay, so you have to find this angle, which is, let's say this is A, this is the alpha and beta. Okay, kena faham dulu ni soalan ni, apa yang dia nak. Okay, so that one, the questions from that area. Now, let's say for simplicity, I didn't take alpha to be here. I'll take alpha to be alpha equals to 0. Because it's easier for you to calculate 0 kan. Lagi senang calculate 0 daripada calculate satu benda yang, satu number yang lain. Kalau 0 tu, obviously sin 0 will be 0, cos 0 will be 1. Okay, kalau masuk kosong, semua dapat kosong. Okay. However, if I take my alpha to be from 0, I have to times 2. Sebab atas dengan bawah tu adalah dua area yang sama. So kalau kosong hingga beta ni, kalau saya ambil kosong hingga beta, apa yang saya dapat cumalah area ke atas. So nak dapatkan kat bawah tu, saya kena darab dulu. Okay, faham Tapi 1/2 tu jangan lupa, sebab 1/2 tu memang formula dia. It is 1/2 alpha to beta r squared d theta kan. So the r squared. Okay, now the r squared, you have to look into your sketching. Kat luar tu you ada quadrant kan. So quadrant tolak circle, which is the quadrant is 2 plus 2 cos theta squared minus the circle 3 squared d theta. So this is your r theta. Okay, so it is as if you cari areas quadrant tu dulu. You cari area quadrant, you dapat semua tu, and then you tolak area circle. You tolak area circle, then you dapatlah area yang soalan tu nak. Faham So this is this 1/2 and 2, they boleh cut out. Now you have to find the beta first. Okay, so the beta is actually angle of intersection in between the quadrant and circle. Angle of intersections kan. So kita samakan lah. So the 2 plus 2 cos theta is equals to 3 to find the angle of intersection, which is 2 cos theta will be 3 minus 2, 1, and cos theta will be equals to 1/2. So theta will be cos 1/2, which is pi over 3. So this is pi over 3. So actually saya nak cari daripada kosong hingga pi over 3. Okay. Okay, before anything, open the square bracket. And then minus the 9 kan. Okay, remember yang ini belum diintegrate lagi, we only open the bracket. And then kita permudahkan mana yang boleh permudahkan. 4 tolak 9 dapat negatif 5. 8 cos theta tambah 4 cos. Kuasa 2 tadi adalah 1 tambah cos 2 theta. Okay, remember your cos squared and sin squared, okay, you have to change using identity before you want to integrate. Dia tak ada integration direct for cos kuasa 2 dan sin kuasa 2 ni. Okay. And then 4 minus 9 is, tadi berapa? Negatif 5. So negatif 5 tu letak kat belakang lah. Okay, now this one is 2. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So saya buat negative 3 terus kat belakang. Okay, let's say saya tulis cantik sikit. Okay, so this one. Okay, remember yang ini dengan ni tak sama, you tak boleh tambah. Because the one is cos theta and the other one is cos 2 theta. Okay, different argument. Okay, so jangan tambah pula tiba-tiba jadi 10. Okay, faham You cannot merge, you cannot add you cannot do an addition for the 8 cos theta with the 2 cos 2 theta. Because the first one, the argument is theta. The second one, the argument is 2 theta. It's different argument, okay? Okay, now you can start integrate. So we'll have sine theta minus 3 theta plus 2 cos 2 theta over 2. Saya belum sine. This is sine. Okay, let me. Okay, this is what I said. Kalau masuk kosong semua dapat kosong so senang. Senang you nak tengok. So this one will be 0, this one will be 0, this one also will be 0. So cuma kira yang kat atas lah. So 8 cuba 3/2 tolak pi tambah 2 cuba 3/2. So 94 1 5 cuba 3. Jangan ada salah ni. 8 sin theta tidak 3 2 sin 2 theta. Oh, sini tak ada 2 dah sebab ke atas sudah potong. So dia dapat 9 per 2 puncuk kuasa 3 tolak pi. And then, okay, betul 9 puncuk kuasa 3 per 2 tolak pi. So nilai lah betul-betul. So basically, all the steps are the same. Okay, you have to find the angle, and then basically it will have a square sebab dia punya formula pun r square kan. So you have to open the square bracket first. Okay, and then if you have cos square and sine square, okay, convert into use identity. Okay, use identity for the conversion first, and then you can do the integration. But before doing the integration, simplify your equation. Okay, as simplified as you can be lah, because it will make it your integration easier. Okay, and then after integrate, substitute value, calculate, then you get the answer. Step dia sama saja, itu saja step dia. Okay, so you have to master yourself in the square, the changing the identity, and integration. Okay. Okay, let's look into question number 4. Find the area of the region, describe the area enclosed by the circle r equals to 2, r equals to -3, r equals to 4 sin theta. Okay, so yang ini saya rasa tak ada benda lah ni. So for the first one, a is equals to 1/2. Since it doesn't give you any angle yang dia nak semua ni, maksudnya dia nak semua, so it is from 0 to 2 pi. Because it's circle kan. Okay, circle tak kisah. Okay, the first one is 0 to pi, which is your radius equals to 2. So 2 squared d theta. So try answer is 4 pi n. Okay, this is the first one. The second one, r equals to -3. So r equals to -3 is actually the same lah. Okay, which is circle center 0, 0 with radius 3. Okay, so a equals to 1/2, 0 to 2 pi, also -3 squared d theta. So -3 squared or 3 squared sama saja, you akan dapat 9. Okay, this is equals to 9 pi. So you may try. The third one is r equals to 4 sin theta. Okay, this is different a bit different, because r equals to 4 sin theta maksudnya dia pada this one kan, pada paksi y saja, because sine on the y axis. Okay, bila pada paksi y positif, you tak ambil daripada cos hingga 2 pi tau. You ambil daripada apa? Daripada this one hingga this one, which is 0 to pi. Okay, even though your circle is full, but the circle is on the first and second quadrant only, situated on the first and second quadrant only. Okay, kita bukan ambil ruang circle tu penuh ke separuh ke tak, tapi di mana circle tu berada dan kita ambil quadrant dia. Okay, now the circle is only on the first and second quadrant, so use 0 to pi only. Okay, your circle is 4 sin theta squared d theta. Okay, so this is 4 pi. Let me try. Okay, so remember, even though the question asks you to find the full circle, but you have to determine where the circle is situated. Okay, if it's on the origin, center 0, 0, means it's occupied all the quadrant lah. Maksudnya quadrant 1 pun dia ada, 2 pun dia ada, 3 pun dia ada, 4 pun dia ada, piece dia. Tapi kalau circle tu only on the x-axis or y-axis, so it's only occupied 2 quadrant only. Either it's 1 or 2 or 4 or 1. Kan? 4 or 1 ke 1 or 2, 2 or 3, 3 or 4 macam tu. Okay? So that one you have to be careful. For B, the area enclosed by the quadrats, that one and that one. So quadrats also dia tak ada cakap apa, so semua lah ni. So the first one is A equals to 1/2 until 2 pi. So 2 minus 2 cos theta squared d theta. Okay, this is equals to 6 pi. So, the second one is 1 over 2. Okay, I'll give you the starting point here, and then you may continue from there, okay? Okay, so for C, the area of the quadrant in the third quadrant. So third quadrant tu dia kat mana? Daripada mana ke mana? Third quadrant is here, right? Which is from pi until 3 pi over 2. So you ambil, bila you nak kira, you ambil 1 over 2. 1 over 2 mesti ada. From pi until 3 pi over 2 sajalah. Tak perlu nak ambil semua. Sebab dia nak yang occupied by this third quadrant only. I don't know if the answer is right or wrong, so you may try first, and if you couldn't get it, you can tell me later, and then I will try. The area of the quadrant in the second quadrant again. So second quadrant is from pi over 2 until pi. So the answers given is 27 pi over 8 plus 9. The area of the roses, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So for the roses, you have to sketch, and then this is C exercise question 1, number 1, yang saya dah tunjuk ke atas ni. Okay, you have to sketch, and then you have to determine where the petals situated. Okay, and then you have to determine kalau dia nak semua, means dia kena darab berapa. Dia kena darab 2 ke, 4 ke, 8 ke. Okay, either you want to find one petal, and then you times whatever number of petals yang ada, atau you want to find the half petal on first, because half petal tu biasanya dia akan starting daripada kosong. Okay, half petal means you have to times double the one petal. Okay. Okay, for ini saya akan tunjuk later. Okay, this is number 1, R equals to. Okay, so saya akan ambil 0 until here, which is, this is must be pi over 4 lah ni. Okay, but then I only want find this one. So, kena darab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, darab 8. So, 2 cos 2 theta squared d theta. Apply. Is A equals to 1 over 2. Kena tengok darab berapa. R equals to sin 4 theta. So, sin 4 theta 8. Okay, cari kat sini. 0 until here lah. This is alpha, let's say. So times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0 until alpha. You kena cari alpha tu berapa Sin 4 theta squared d theta. R equals to 2 cos 3 theta. So cos 3 theta. So let's say this is alpha. Kita ambil daripada kosong. 1 over 2. If I take from 0, saya kena dalam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 to alpha. Then you have to find alpha Dia ambil alpha je kat situ. Dia ambil how to find alpha means you equate your equation equals to 0. Okay, you equate your equation of the Ross curve equals to 0, then you can find the angle. 2 cos 3 theta squared d theta. And then lastly, for E is equals to 5. So kalau 5 saya kena darab 10 lah ni. 0 until theta. So okay, remember Ross pattern ni tak semuanya start daripada 0 tau. Tidak semuanya starting daripada kosong. You have to sketch and then look into your sketching. Okay, macam soalan ni kebetulan saja dia memang start daripada kosong kat sini. This one kalau 5 ni 2, 3, 4, 5. Saya rasa macam ni. Okay, so ini yang kena alpha. This is 0. So saya ambil kat sini 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you have to do a lot of exercise for you to master this topic. Okay, and then later it is also on integration. So if you can master the integration, I think there will be no problem for you in for this chapter 4 lah. Okay, the area of the roses in the third quadrant. Okay, the roses of 2 cos 2 theta, since it is even, so it will be times 2. So dia akan ada 1, 2, 3, 4. Third quadrant is here. Here. Third quadrant. Maksudnya dia separuh yang ini dan separuh yang ini. Okay, dia ada separuh yang ini, separuh yang ini. Okay, this one G, you only times 4 Okay, sekarang ni saya ambil 0 until theta. But then the 0 until theta is this one, yang merah ni. Okay. The questions asks you to find the area in the second quadrant and third quadrant. Second quadrant is the full theta yang ini. Third quadrant is the full petal this one. And the third quadrant is the full petal this one. Which is you have 2 petals in this second and fourth quadrant. Dia ada 2 petals. Okay. Seandainya saya ambil daripada kosong hingga alpha, if I take from 0 to alpha, it is actually I have to times 4 lah untuk dapatkan 2 petal. Okay. Sebab dia punya area tu mesti sama. Mesti sama from one petal to another petal. Semua petal tu mesti sama. Sebab tu kita bahagikan sama rata di antara angle. Dan kalau awak nampak awak buat sampai 8, dia mesti betul-betul dapat sama, which is yang ini mesti ada 1, 1, 1. So actually area for all these petals is the same. So you can take any angle actually, but then you have to times whatever the question asks you to calculate lah. Kalau 2 petals, 2 lah, kena cari 2. Kalau 1 petal saja, carilah 1. Faham The question, the answer will be the same. Don't worry. Sketch the circle R equals to 2 together with the cardioid R equals to 2 minus 2 cos theta. Okay, so kita sketch dulu. This is negative cos, which is sebelah sini lah. So this is must be negative 4, 2 and negative 2. Okay, but then the circle is 2. Circle 2 tu mesti dia menyentuh this one lah, because this is 2 and 2 also kan. But then it is half here, -2 and then 2. Okay, let's say you have something like this for the circle. Okay. And then question, find the area of the region outside the quadrant. Outside the quadrant. So this is quadrant. Your outside quadrant is here, but inside the circle in the first quadrant. So yang dia nak adalah this one. Sebab ini adalah di luar daripada quadrant tetapi di dalam circle dan hanya pada first quadrant. So only the area is wanted in these questions. Question, then find the region outside. Oh, this is A. Okay, 5A. So 5B is different. Okay. Okay, let's say kita sketch dulu, ambil B pula. Sketch and find the area of the region outside the circle. Outside the circle but inside the quadrant. Outside the circle but inside the quadrant is this one lah. So this is the B. And then lastly, sketch and find the region inside both the circle and the quadrant in the third quadrant. Both the circle in the quadrant in the third quadrant. So it will be the blue one. This is the quadrant kan? So this is C. So actually, for C, kalau you tengok, you tak perlu nak cari apa-apa, you cari the quadrant saja. Sebab this is quadrant, full quadrant. Okay. If you find the quadrant, then you can find the area that wanted by the C. Okay, you can omit the circle. Circle tu tak ada apa-apa effect lah pada soalan C ni. Okay, so let's do A. So this is pi over 2, right? So 0 to pi over 2. Outside is circle, so r squared minus, inside is the quadrant. 2 minus 2 cos theta squared d theta. Okay, this is what you want to solve, and we try. B sketch B tadi dah kita jumpa semua ni, which is from pi over 2 until 3 pi over 2 lah kat bawah ni. Okay, 1 over 2 pi over 2 until 3 pi over 2. Okay, and then only that area which is the quadrant. Quadrant is 2 minus 2 cos theta squared, and then minus the circle inside circle kan. Okay, and then C, okay, as I said before, the question asks to find the region inside both the circle and the quadrant, and then since the circle is actually inside the quadrant, okay, so you have to find the quadrant itself. Third quadrant is from pi until 3 pi over 2. Okay. Okay, let's solve one, last one. Okay, katalah saya ambil 5A ni. Okay, sama saja ni. So 4 tolak. Saya kena buka square dulu sebelum buat apa-apa. So 4 minus 8 cos theta plus 4 cos squared theta d theta. Okay, and then this 4 minus 4 boleh potong. And then negative will be positive. Negative, this one will be negative. But then remember, yang ini kena buka change using the identity, which is 4, 1 plus cos 2 theta over. So this 2 and 4 boleh tolak. Okay. Okay, saya dah ada meeting lain pula ni. You sabar. Okay. Then you can integrate 8 sin theta tolak 2 theta tolak 2 sin 2 theta per 2. So ini dia potong. So masukkan from tak ada theta dah. From 0 to pi over 2. So ni kosong 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 ni tolak 2 kosong tolak sin 2 kosong 2 darab kosong per kosong. So ni kosong kosong kosong. Okay. So 1 over 2 times x minus pi. This one is 0 as well. So you will have to 4 minus pi over 2. Okay, which is the same as in the answer. Okay, so basically that's it for 4.1. Okay, so please do all the exercises, the one that I already gave you, the angle. Okay, and then you may recheck lah the angle betul letak, and then you boleh lukis dulu. Please sketch. If you don't know how to determine the angle, then you have to sketch. Okay, so by sketching you boleh nampak lah contoh macam contoh soalan berlima ni kan. Dia adalah graf yang sama tetapi dia nak area yang berbeza. It wants a different area on the same graph. So A is on the first quadrant, B is on the second and third, and then the C is only on third quadrant. So you determine the area one by one. Okay. And then please, yang ini selalu sering lupa. Dia tak square dahulu, dia terus integrate saja. No. Whenever you find the cos square and sine square, you have to use identity first to transform the square into identity, then you can integrate. Okay? Please continue doing all the exercise. Thank you.